Stukov. So that's that. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So now we're going to do the draft analysis segment where we, for those of you listening for the first time, we tell you the map, we tell you the 5 picks for one team, and then we tell you the 4 picks for another team, and we all try to figure out which should the last character be. So this actually came from a listener, and this is a very, very weird draft, but it's so the allies, it's Cursed Hollow. The allies have Stukov, Diablo, Vikings, Zagara, and Medivh. Again, Stukov, Diablo, Vikings, Zagara, and Medivh. And the opponents have Lili, Kael'thas, Dahaka, and Falstad. So again, Lili, Kael'thas, Dahaka, and Falstad. So what's the last pick for the opponents? Any idea?
Need a tank. And
in silver, Dahaka's a tank. Let me just throw that little news bit out for you.
Shit. So my bad.
Depending on game, it could honestly be a Zeratul.
So one last thing is that this came from Joe Jitney, a listener, and I think, I could be wrong, but I think he's in silver. So just take that caveat. I could be wrong about the ranking, though.
But Zeratul sounds good to go
I only lean
Lost
on it
Vikings hunting, but that's also a silver level Zeratul we're talking about. So
it was either that or the Tracer, just because I was thinking sometimes they take that because they can capitalize on the damage over time and the sneakiness of it.
That's interesting. Damn.
I think in Discord, Grizzly said to go Sylvanas.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that one.
Why
You're not gonna get much value out of her. Like, are you gonna be? It's Cursed Hollow, so you're not gonna be able to double soak with Dahaka very well. So you're probably gonna want Falstad and Dahaka both solo.
No, listen to this. Listen to this. This is that team with Sylvanas is actually not bad at sieging, right? And wave clear. There's enough there with Dahaka. So you stick that in the top lane. Sylvanas turns off all the buildings, and Falstad and Dahaka are the globals, and Kael'thas can siege well enough. And what you do is, as soon as they rotate around to fight you, Dahaka burrows bot lane, Falstad flies mid lane, gets the soak, and then you guys disengage and repeat in another lane. And just out-siege him that way.
You would have. That's how you would do it. Have to do it is rotate and stay away, because you're not going to be able to siege straight up.
Now, I pose this threat to you. If you are sieging and you don't catch the rotation, do you think the Medivh has an insane amount of just, dive with a portal into the backline, Diablo's through it? He's hitting Lili, Stukov's probably got a silence. Do you think that's a potential threat in the proposed rotation that you made, Bacon?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You just got to catch it in time.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, KT is going to have to watch himself, because that's the squishiest target that's going to be easiest to kill.
Yeah, where Sylvanas push comps fail the hardest is trying to get a bad retreat going. Yeah,
because they've overextended, because they've pushing a keep front gate, and teams been missing for a minute and a half.
Yeah. What about just like a vanilla comp? Stick a ETC on there. What would be wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be nothing wrong with that.
I think that'd be the best thing, because then you got disruption for Diablo. You have the knockback for his portals if you try and get kills. But I mean, as long as you don't lose the lane terribly with your 3-man, your 2 solo laners should be winning, unless Zagara is in another lane and not with the Medivh Diablo.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be using their Lost Vikings comp to the max potential.
That's kind of the outlier for me. That's the difficult part, is like anytime you go to a tribute, as long as they delay it, I mean, they don't have to win the first 2, and they can, a good Vikings can get you real far in experience after 2 objectives. And so, I mean, if you can delay, and then if you're just delaying it out, and I mean, they don't have I mean, they have decent kind of poke if the Medivh plays well, but I don't know. Though I will say this: if there's the ETC, there's that beautiful chance that the false stat on the friendly team can gust you away or gust away your 5-man mosh.
All right, so this is from chat. So Ragnarok
Don't remind
says,
me.
Ragnarok says Garrosh, maybe ETC. Blemish says Butcher.
It's a lot of stacks, but it's a big map.
Well, if you go Butcher, you can kill the Vikings and get your blood that way.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can get a lot of stacks, but it's a big map to make those consistent rotations. And a good Vikings player will just start playing them by the gate. At least that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Remember,
This
this
is
is
so
silver
hard
level
to
Vikings.
like.
Yeah, this is silver Vikings though. So
I play Silver Vikings. I'm just gonna say that right now.
No,
Yeah.
well,
no.
the ones I've seen.
All right.
No,
all
I
three of
know
them-
what you're getting at. I know what
Yeah.
you're getting at, though. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, they'd probably still put them out far to get the lane experience.
I need to push the lanes, get that experience. I don't know how
Exactly.
soaking works.
Mm-hmm. You have to be with the minion wave.
Yeah.
Don't. No, you don't. You don't.
All right. Well. Yeah. All right. So you guys want to do? All right. So what? Let's hear your final guess, and then I'll tell you what the last pick was. So all right, Scott, what's your last pick?
ETC or Garage, either one of them, or even Blaze. But I'll
Alright.
go with ETC number 1.
Okay. Bacon.
I'll say, let's have some fun. Sylvanas. I like that rotation idea. I think it could work if you're coordinated enough.
There's no coordination in silver, but let's go to
There
Bahamut.
isn't. There isn't. I will tell you that there isn't. I'm gonna still go with my first, just like Bacon did. I'm gonna say Zeratul. I honestly think that some people go, I can play a really good Zeratul, and that's my guess.
Sounds
All
like
right.
Tarabaron.
Oh God. Anyway, enough of Tyburn. Oh, almost forgot. It's good to be here in the Nexus. All right, now let's so all right, so the last pick was Asmodin.
Oh, that's similar idea.
I-
Similar
okay.
idea to
Yeah, that's-
Sylvanas.
It
What
was there,
happened?
but I was just like, I was thinking about it because he can stack Sieging Raz so quick, and even then, if he goes for Taste for Blood, if he gets Viking kills, that is the bonus stack too. Now the
Yeah.
question is, did it work?
So what happened was I didn't watch the entire game because it's a long game, but there was a lot of flaming going on. Joe Jitney, the fan who submitted this, he played Stukov. So on that team, the Vikings team,
No.
there was a ton of flame, I think, but the Vikings team won the game.
There
They
always
did
is. There always is.
Yeah, they did
There
it.
it is.
So yeah, it's I watched some of the game. And it was so bizarre that I was like, I can't really learn anything from watching
Yeah.
this. So, but they won. So there you go. That if you want to win in silver, go Vikings. Apparently.
Or Asmodan, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm
either
a
way.
I'm a filthy specialist main pretty much.
What? I wasn't paying. What?
I'm a filthy specialist main basically.
Oh, well,
Oh,
you
you're
know,
one
play
of
a
those
lot
guys.
of Asmodan. Play a lot of Asmodan, Vikings. But then, I mostly, if I need to actually play, I'll play Lucio, and for tanking, I just ETC. I got my cores down, though.
Yeah, no, specialists are really good at that level, to say the least. So, but all right, so there you go. So we're gonna skip the other one because we're actually running out of time.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk about. So we all what's being bandied about in Reddit